A kick is made of two parts, namely transient and body. Transient is the initial click sound of the kick, which is high in frequency. The rest of the kick is the body, which has the mid and the low frequencies, especially emphasizing on the lower frequencies. The pitch of the body of the kick provides the pitch of the kick. Keeping these in mind, we can synthesize our own kick. This is a normal EDM kick sample from Cymatics. I chose this one because it had the transient sound that I was looking for. Let's load it into the sampler. The name of the sample says it's in A sharp, so we had to transpose it 2 semitones up so that the pitch of the sample will correspond to the notes in the piano roll. I'm gonna add 4 kicks with the step sequencer. Now to make the body of the kick, I chose Helm, which I am adding now. Let's copy down this MIDI event and bounce it so that we can open it in piano roll and transpose it down 2 octaves. Let's stretch the notes for a longer body. Let's open Helm. We only need one oscillator with a sine wave. We can add a volume chipper plugin called the Cymbal Side to avoid the two tracks from clashing. The one on the kick track is shaped to make sure only the transient comes through. We can copy that Cymbal Side onto the bass track and flip it such that the bass will sound like the body of the kick. We can avoid any click sound by not completely taking down the gain. Now for some mixing. I like a bit more treble in my kick, also reducing some mid frequencies. It's not necessary, but I'm going to low pass the sub. Now we can add a bus and name it kick, into which we can direct the two parts of the kick. Now we have the transient and the body coming through this bus, and we can treat it to beef it up. Let's add Kashmir Essentials kick. Let's loop it so that we don't have to play it again and again. I'm turning it off for now because I want to try something with Helm. I'm gonna edit this mode envelope a little bit so that I can use it to modulate the fine tuning of oscillator 1. Let me show you a plugin that I added in the master bus to visualize the waveform. From that, we can see that we need to adjust the volume shape. Notice the end of the kick. I want to make it even more like that of a kick. Let's open up Helm and set up the step sequencer like this. We can connect it to the pitch of oscillator 1. Now we can set the step sequencer to make the pitch go down towards the end. We can make it more like a curve than steps by increasing the slide. We can also connect one more envelope to the pitch of oscillator 1 so that there is an initial pitch drop. Let's check the scope again. Now the end looks more like that of a kick. Now let's turn back on Kashmir's plugin again. The transient and body seems to be a bit disconnected. I tried changing the volume shapes but wasn't successful. Then I tried bringing the body of the kick from C to A, which made it work. Let's add a transient shaper for the kick. Now let's match the levels of the transient and the body. Turning off the Cashmere plugin again, gonna add one more synthesizer and copy down the sub notes. And in this one also, we only need one oscillator. I'm gonna direct its output to the kick bus. Let's try a lower octave. We can add one more sinistor and use it as a noise oscillator for the high end. Directing its output to the kick bus. Let's low cut the noise. I forgot to EQ the other sinistor. Doing it now. Okay, we are done. I wouldn't say this will be the final version because there is a possibility that I might work on it more depending on the other elements in the track to make them fit together. But I would definitely say that this is a good kick to start from. Leave a like if you found this video useful. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you like music production videos, and stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you next time.